Okay. Yeah, I see him.
What's going on, everybody? It's Kelly, and welcome to Sub Sunday episode 52. Yes, and I do take breaks and periodically not do episodes for a couple weeks and stuff like that. And that is because this is the show that I do because I like doing it. And I haven't actually had very many requests to come on it of lately, and that also because it is a big influx of me not being active on my YouTube channel, and that's understandable. So yeah, we have some folks over while I do this, of course, and that's okay. But today we got Jordan. He probably will stay on as a regular host for a while until he gets mad and
Complete. Just
does something else,
Cole
or I
gets
don't
back.
know. Yeah. Oh, Cole's gonna come back, and I'll probably have you keep coming back too. But so let's
It's
get right
fun. It's
into it.
fun.
Let's talk
We're gonna
about
talk about American
H1Z1.
Sniper.
Not yet. We're
Okay.
gonna get the American
H1Z1.
Sniper. H1Z1. H1Z1, for who doesn't know, is Sony's answer to DayZ. And in my opinion, it's a lot better than DayZ. On day one, I saw a lot of things that I liked better than DayZ. And if you haven't played DayZ, what the hell are you doing? I mean, are you under a rock? Or are you a console peasant? Play DayZ. Go download DayZ standalone or Arma 2 combined operations and get the mod. It's really easy and it's fun. The mod is fun. Standalone, not so much. Standalone still has a lot of problems that they need to work out. But H1Z1 is basically you are thrown into the zombie apocalypse and you have to survive. And you survive by scavenging for food, weapons, and building supplies. Now, building in this game is not easy by any means at all. I mean, I have had a character alive for almost 5 hours now, and at this point, I have just built my first shack and researched a bunch of other stuff, and it is a constant struggle. It is a very very constant struggle, which is good. I like this. This is the zombie apocalypse MMO that we've been waiting for. Now, with that being said, there's also been this big stink about being pay to
You're
win.
really for me.
Huh? What's up?
You're really breaking up, like robot. Like I couldn't understand half the stuff you said.
Let me check something real quick. Great, this is live too. Awesome, fantastic. Um,
You sound good now. If you want to go.
Okay, I don't even know what the hell anybody heard. Anyways, H1Z1 is basically in my opinion, the zombie survival game that I've been looking for because it has building aspects. I can build a base, I can craft, different weapons and stuff like that. I can't make guns. I can't make anything specific like that. But I can, build my bases. I'm pretty sure at some point I can build a better axe and hopefully a crowbar. Depends on. Now, this has only been out for 4 days. 4 days, folks. This is early access. It is $20 to buy into the early access or $40 for the premium. And it will be free to play when it is finished, but you can get in and help play it and help develop it because they listen to the players' feedback. They really do. And what I'm going to say next will prove what I'm saying is the truth because whenever it popped open, there were these things called airdrops where a package would drop out of the sky from a plane and you would have to go get it. Well,
Did you have to
initially,
pay for those?
well, if you get the $40 one, you get a couple of them automatically, but otherwise they're like $5 for an airdrop. More or less, what it turns into, you need 500 uh, network points, and then you can use those points to buy an airdrop. And they cost about $5, more or less a dollar of for every 100 coins, or whatever the hell they're called. I'm not really sure. I'm not even messing with the microtransaction aspect of that game because I don't really like microtransactions. Microtransactions are really annoying to me.
Yeah.
But but what had happened is on the first couple days, whenever the preliminary idea was to if when they call in an airdrop, the um, box should just be randomly dropped with zombies around it and stuff like that. So that way it makes it harder for you to get and everybody else to get. This is supposed to be difficult for everybody. And what ended up happening on the first couple of days is whenever the airdrops were called in, they would fall right next to the person that called them in. Okay. And Sony, when in on a president thing, I've never even heard of Sony doing this, said if you bought it on day one and you don't want the pay to win aspect or you don't like it, they will give you a full refund. And as far as I know, they have been giving everybody who has asked for it a full refund, and that is amazing for such a big company like Sony just to say, okay, we screwed up, we understand we screwed up, and if you don't want to wait for us to fix us, we will give you your money back, no
So
problem.
they're actually giving people their money back.
As far as I
'Cause
understand,
I
they're giving
remember
them.
EA said they would give your money back for Battlefield 4 because of the rocky launch it had, but you weren't going to get your money back.
No,
They said it, but if you ever try, everybody who tried to, there's a lot of videos of people recording them calling Origin support or EA support, and one of the reps was just like, "Yeah, they said that, but we're not allowed to give you a refund."
see, that's crap. And what's scary is Origins is actually really good about that stuff. That's the part that blows my mind. Is I've you will have better success getting a refund for a game on Origins than you will on Steam.
I've never tried to get a refund for a digital game. I did. Oh, I did for Xbox, and they like immediately took it off my account. Like 5 minutes later, it was gone, and I got my money back.
What game?
Um, Lords of Fallen, Lords of Shadow.
Oh, the Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard that game had a rough launch, anyways. That
I
was
bought it way after launch, so I guess all the problems were fixed. I just didn't wasn't having fun with it. I played for like two
well,
hours.
that makes sense. So, anyways, a lot of people were complaining about the pay to win aspect and a lot of the issues that the server was having. And on the first day, people couldn't log in. I got lucky, and I was one of the few streamers that actually could log in.
Yeah, I was
And
watching.
and I was like, what the problem is there's some bad code somewhere, and the login server is currently being pounded like a $20 hooker. I mean, that's what it is.
There's I th- I saw all the interviews where they're like it's not pay to win, cosmetic, and then the game comes out to pay to win. And you know how gamers are. You lie to a gamer, and they're going to be upset with you for the rest of their life.
It's Sony. Here in about a week, they'll do something else that'll piss the gamers off. But you know what?
PlayStation
People are
Network will
still,
go down again.
yep, people
The,
will buy it.
I
If
wish
it's
this
good.
game wasn't in early access. I wish these types of games, because I have yet to see a zombie survival game MMO like this that actually looks good.
H1Z1 is not bad actually.
It's I've seen like I know it's early access and I see a glitch in the game or a mess up with how the AI, zombie AI work, and
Oh
it
yeah.
just it throws me off. And it's like I just wish like I want to see a completed product. I don't want to see your unfinished product. I want to see the completed thing ready for launch.
Well, see, that's the beautiful thing about early access. You don't have to. You don't have to even mess with it. If you don't want to deal with the stuff that I'm dealing with, then you don't even have to deal with it until it comes out.
Yeah,
That's the
like with
beautiful thing about it.
hopefully with H, I played DayZ, and
Okay.
DayZ was one of those things where I was like, if a real company that knows how to make games made this, then this would could be an awesome genre.
Yeah, except for Daisy has been in alpha for the last almost what year and a half, 2 years now.
I don't think he really. I don't. I think he made a mod and he had a good idea, but he doesn't know how to make a game. He doesn't
I,
know how to execute on that.
I he's gone. He actually, if I remember reading the article correctly, he left the company that is currently making Daisy. He's no longer making it. Now I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, then I am wrong. But I
Hmm.
remember reading somewhere that he left the company. He's no longer part of it, which is like mind blowing. I'm sitting here going, it's like this was your pet project and you've now abandoned it. And
Right.
like I said, it's been in alpha for almost a year and a half. I've had smaller games on my Steam account that had a schedule for like 6 months. Death Trap. There's a game called Death Trap. They Neocore Games, the company that makes the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. They released Death Trap, which takes the tower defense aspect of Van Helsing and just puts it into a separate game, and it's awesome. Oh, I love playing it. It's very, very fun. Now, they sent out a update release. On this day, you will get this update. On this day, you will get this update. On this day, you will get this update. And you know what? They've only not come through with one thing, and you know what that one thing was? The day they set for the last update was like a day late.
Oh. Lichdom Battle Mage, that game you were playing,
Yeah,
I did some research and they did a similar thing. I think it was mainly because they didn't early on they didn't really have their stuff together, and then they hired JD 2020, the community manager for Treyarch.
yeah,
He left Treyarch and went to them, and then like everything got in order over there, and they had
and
like
go ahead.
they started releasing updates like 100% like full transparency what they were. Oh, I'm sorry, what they were doing, when it was going to be out, mechanics. They had voting systems, so you could vote on different mechanics in the game.
And that's fantastic. I mean, I actually like Lichdom um, Battle Mage. It is a very cool game. It gets redundant after a while. I
I
mean, the
was wa-
battle is
I was
over
watching
and
you
over.
play it, and all I saw was two hands shooting things, and I'm like, is this it?
Really, that's all it is. And then there's an item combination system that you can manipulate to make your spells stronger. It really, and this is the scary part. I'm probably about halfway through the game, and I finally figured out how to upgrade my spells. That's the scary part.
Was there no
The
tutorial?
the tutorial needs a little bit of work, is all I'm saying, because I actually had to Google it to figure out how to level up my character and
Minecraft approach.
use the
No
points. And I'm,
tutorial, just go.
huh?
The Minecraft approach, no tutorial, just drop you in the world and go.
Well, they give you the tutorial, but they don't tell you how to
Uh,
select items or select. They don't give you a cohesive understanding of the item system. Like I had to do trial and error to figure out how my item system worked. I had to like I actually used Total Biscuits tutorial or what WTF is, but lichdom, and to figure out how to level up my character. And I'm sitting there going, this is ridiculous. This should be blatantly pointed out to us why we play this game. This should be okay. Choose one of these items to level up your thing, and it does not do a very good example of explaining it to you at all, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, so H1Z1 is really awesome. I like it so far. I'm excited to see where it goes and what Sony does with this, because Sony has the power to give us what we want. An MMO zombie survival game
I,
has the power to.
I think the part of the DayZ that I liked, the zombies were boring. They didn't add anything to the game. I think from what I've watched you play, the H1Z1, the zombies are boring. They don't add anything to the game.
Well, the
What I'm
last. Go ahead.
excited for with those games is the player interaction, which I think from last time I've heard, they changed the division to where it's now not an MMO; it's a four-player co-op game. So if
Oh,
that's still
Division.
true, yeah. So if that's still true, then that's disappointing because the division was only player interaction with like a few storylines.
That's crazy. I hope they didn't do that.
When I heard that, I
Um,
was like, a four-player co-op. That like you completely changed the game.
yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, as far as the zombies on H1Z1, they've been fluctuating lately. Like the first night I played, they were swarming on me for a while. I mean, like every time I crossed one's path, it was hot on my butt until I killed it or I got far enough away from it.
Are they slow or fast or
Oh,
just
they're
sort of?
fast. They'll pace you step for step sometimes.
Uh,
But recently with these updates, they've been dumbed down a little bit. But I think it's also because of its early access, and they need to figure out a good draw in between, what they need to do and what we want them to be. And like I said, from what I've heard, Sony is listening to us. We can make this game the way we want it as long as we want to pitch in the information.
I have another question. I don't mean to seem like I don't want to be that guy who's complaining about this, but did they say something about the graphics? Because right now it looks like a student, like a indie, like a guy just started making a game in his basement. Because the graphics seems really 5 years ago.
Um, I think the graphics will get better. Don't quote me on it, but I'm running it at medium settings, so when I stream it, it doesn't look as pretty as it could.
Um, I watched. There's a channel that does 1440p like high quality source gameplay,
Yeah,
And for that, it still looked kind of simple.
really.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I mean, like I said,
I mean, it is pre
it's only been
FSI.
out for 4 days, so we got to give it time for graphical patches and HD and stuff like that. And you know, we'll see as it develops. This is the exciting part about watching early access games is you get to play the game as it develops, and that is really cool.
Yeah,
So, um, okay, and then Evolve's beta started again. Well, let's see what it is again. Evolve's closed beta
yeah.
started back up,
It
and
ends tomorrow.
oh, it ends tomorrow.
Yeah, it was only for the week. It was started Thursday or Wednesday and ends tomorrow. So it was like a short beta.
Damn, I need to play it then.
It's fun if you have other people. It gets real. There is a tactic, and it's like just the hunters versus monster mode, where the monster can just run. Like you won't be able to stop him. He'll run, and when you do trap him in your little dome, he
Mm-hmm.
fights you and then runs as soon as it runs out. And I played a 30-minute game, and we
Beat
didn't
it.
win. We all left.
Crazy.
We didn't win. Like we couldn't kill him. He was just gonna keep running. He's faster, can climb, hide. It's,
But see, that makes you think tactically, and you have to work together with all four of your people. That's a game that's going to be awesome if you have three other players that want to talk with you.
we
Finding randoms for that game, not going to happen.
we thought we could like cut him off by sending one person to cut him off and like sort of hold him up.
Hmm.
He gets to a high enough level, he'll just destroy you.
Oh yeah.
Just absolutely destroy you.
So this game, I think has the possibility to like dethrone Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 from its throne of four-player co-op games.
I I don't think so. I was having a lot more fun playing Left 4 Dead than I was Evolve.
Well, see, the nice part about what throws the wild card for Evolved is you can play as the monster,
Yeah.
and that is cool.
The monster game, it's kind of boring and monotonous. All right, so both sides, I probably have like 10 hours into the beta,
Hmm.
and both sides, the only class I really want to play is Assault and the Trapper. The other two, kind of boring. The Medic is kind of boring, and so is the Support. And for the Monster, it's really boring if because you're by yourself eating animals, running, hiding until you get to level 2 or 3, and then you're fighting. And even when you're fighting, it might just because of the way I played, you didn't seem like you had a lot of control with your character. You were just sort of aiming him in a direction and letting him go, and then re-aiming him and letting him go.
That's pretty much. I believe that's how they made him be because I mean, you were supposed to target the weapon and fire.
Yeah,
I mean, whereas
I'll,
the other ones they're a little bit more tuned in, and you can aim better.
I'll probably wait for a Steam sale to get it.
I probably will too, but that's besides the point.
But yeah, it should sell well. I mean, they were
It
selling
will
like
sell
hotcakes.
well. I mean, there are enough big streamers that want to play it enough that it'll sell a lot.
It was the promoted game on Twitch, which I've never seen them do that. So instead of like League of Legends is always the number one
Hmm.
spot. It was Evolve before League of Legends when Evolve only had 8,000 and League was at like 120.
That's because somebody paid somebody
Yeah,
for it.
that was just the first time I've ever seen Twitch do that.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it happen a lot. One of
Oh,
the
really?
one of the streamers that I follow constantly, Cone Carnage, he occasionally does streams for Twitch, and they put him right up on the front page while he streams the game that they pay him to.
Uh,
And another thing about early access games, if you are not sure about an early access game, I guarantee you that a streamer or a YouTuber has already bought it and is already playing it. Go find them and watch the video or watch the stream so you can get a good feel of what it is. And that'll help you determine whether you want to spend that money on it or not. I mean,
and
I did a video on H1Z1. I've streamed it a couple times, and and a lot of people have asked me, "Is this worth getting?" I said, in my opinion, if you want to get on the the access, the early access, yes. But if you don't want to and you just want to play a finished thing, just wait till it comes out.
also, if you want to know more about the game, don't. I recommend not watching the bigger streamers. If
No,
Kelly will answer all, I've never seen Kelly not answer a question in chat.
I'm
But
serious. If I'm playing a game and you got a question, I will answer that question as fast as I can.
I usually do that for a rule of thumb of every game. Like when Call of Duty came out, you don't go to nade shot or the highest stream. You go to the person who has one viewer because he will be so excited that you are talking to him, and he will answer all of your questions without like as soon as he sees them, he's answering. He might stop playing just to look at the chat.
Oh, I do that a lot too. If I like, so if I'm playing COD and somebody asks me a question, I'll finish the matchup. I'll turn around, then I'll say, hey, hold on a second, I can't answer your question. I finish it up. I say, hey, this is and I answer your question. Because
Yeah,
honestly, the smaller channels, we need the interaction. A lot of people will go in there and watch bigger channels and they'll get ignored. But if you come to a smaller channel, you won't get ignored because you are awesome.
I've started streaming, and it's the most like I see that I look over to my screen, I see I have another viewer, so I start talking, but I feel like I should always be talking, but it's awkward just to be sitting in a room by yourself, just talking.
It is the hardest thing to do. That's why I prompt people in my chat to talk to me. I'm like, how's everybody doing today? What are you guys doing? What do you guys think of the game? And then sometimes I get into focus mode and I just play.
Yeah. See, I wish streaming could be like that for me, where I could just because there's League of Legends players who won't say a word. 20,000 20,000 viewers won't say a word to anybody, and they just
That's
sit there and play.
that's because the people watching League of Legends want to watch him play the game, not talk to him.
Oh, I've seen people get upset
Oh,
when someone talks too much. They're like, "Shut up!"
well, the guy I watch a lot, Carnage Co. He uh he talks to everybody. He right now he has something like, hold on, I'll tell you how many. I got him up right now. He is 9,750 people in chat right now. I can
Wow.
type in Co. Where are you on the map? And he'll say, Zord Base Commander, I am near so and so. Okay, if he sees my message. But if somebody writes the name Co in the message, he does his best to answer it. Like he will stop doing what he's doing and go down the list and scroll back up in chat to answer everybody's question. And that is awesome. And I try to model some of the stuff in my channel after what he does, and a lot of the other streamers of what they do.
There's a streamer that I really like, but I'm glad I used to not be able to watch him in full screen because he'll respond to things in the chat, but he won't ever say what they've said. He'll just respond. So instead of like, if I asked you a question, usually
Hmm.
you would read the question and then say it, but he would just answer. So it's like, who is he talking to?
Uh,
What is the question? Why is he saying yes? Just randomly here say yes. And it's like, well, who's he saying yes to?
I try to mumble the answer as much as possible. Like if I got a big question, I'll come over and mumble it, but something, so that way you can at least hear what I'm saying
Yeah, get the
while I
gist of
read
it.
it. Yeah, get the gist of it. Um, and I try to. Sometimes I just straight up answer the question and not read it out, but I try to answer most of the time. Actually, I've had a couple new people show up and go, your audience interaction is really great. Like 95% of the time, you answer everybody and try to get into the conversations. And I'm like, yes, because I want people to come in. I want people to come in and hang out and escape from their daily lives for a
Even
little
in
bit and watch me do something stupid on stream.
when you're in Wings stream, you interact a lot with.
Because his stream is toxic in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
If you do not keep that stream moving on a subject away from whatever Jordy is currently bitching about, but he's gotten a lot better about that. Don't get me wrong, he's gotten a lot
yeah,
better
he
about it.
doesn't.
Thank God.
He's mostly just complaining about the game,
Yes. Um,
which that's never going to change.
then it turns toxic, and I will drop the ban hammer quick in that room. Anybody says something about fat, they're gone.
I'm surprised he doesn't have bad words yet. Like he should have a lot of bad words.
They don't work that well, and plus he doesn't
Uh,
have Nightbot back in the channel anymore.
you can lose
So
You have to apply for Nightbot.
no, you got to donate $5 once, and then Nightbot will always be in your chat. I did it a long time ago. One of my viewers donated 5 so I could get Nightbot permanently in there, and then I have my custom bot too.
Is Nightbot a thing of Twitch, or is Twitch making
It's
you pay for it, or is it like a
no,
third party?
that's a completely different developer that's pretty much partnered with Twitch,
Does
and
he make a lot
Nightbot
of money,
handle
probably?
he Night Dev makes a load of money because not only that is you have better Twitch TV, which allows all the custom a bunch of different emotes and a whole slew of things that you can add to your to your just communication and stuff like that. Like you get a whole bunch of extra emotes, and you can highlight words. So if I'm streaming and somebody says Zord Kelly, Zord Base Commander, ZVC, ZVC 2001, any of the keywords that anybody knows me as, it'll actually light up in my chat, so that way I know they're talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Normally, I think now they would have to do at Zord, whatever your Twitch is.
No, as long as those
No, I
words
mean
are in
like
there.
with Twitch, like the with no add-ons, just normal Twitch.
Oh, with just Twitch. Okay,
Yeah, you
yeah.
have to do at and then their name, and they get like they would see like a black box.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody did that, and you know what? Now that you say that, I realized that it is that way because somebody did that to me the other day, and I was like, "Why is that a black box?" But you
It's a
know,
good way to get someone's attention.
yeah,
It's like people say like if you have I don't know if this is a way to get people to subscribe, but they're like if you have a sub icon, I'm more likely to see it because you stand out a little bit more. Well, a black box in the middle of your screen is really going to make you stand out.
yes, yes, it will. Like I'm trying to get a sub button, but I have to maintain 50 people. I have 50 people stream for a while, and I can't even maintain 10 right now, and I don't know why. People come in,
Hello?
they don't
Oh.
talk, and then they leave, and then you pop in for like 5 minutes and leave, and it's like, damn, bro, really? Can't
It might just
even.
be your game. Like if like I'm sorry if it's the game's not that interesting, then I rotate through streams like crazy too.
Oh, so you have stream ADD?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second you lose my attention, I'm gone.
Well, you gotta speak to me, man. The more people speak to me, the more I talk.
Like that Lidstone Battle Mage, I was watching that for like a minute and a half at a time because this is all I saw was you just shooting. That's all I
Oh, dude,
saw.
dude, there's a reason I haven't sat down and did like a full Let's Play of it on Twitch. There is a reason, trust me, and it's because hell, I get bored after a while. The only reason I want to beat it is because I'm playing it is because I actually want to beat it. I want to see the end of it.
Oh, I have something to mention. 24 hours is left. You can get on Steam every single Saints Row game and all of the DLC for $10.
Really?
100% worth it. I bought them all. $10.
Shame I don't have $10. Oh well. Um. So yeah, we got just sidetracked here. So
I just thought
American,
that was a good deal.
that is a good deal. That is a very good deal. It's gonna be really funny here in a couple days whenever somebody watches this and they're like, "What? Oh my God! Oh crap! It's too late."
I just wanted to test, see what Saints Row 3 looked like because I've never seen it. So
Hmm.
I loaded it up and just went into survival mode. I, I was fighting zombies with a giant dildo, just. And I'm like, what is this?
The really neat thing about Saints Row, and I'm glad they got the picture before it got really bad.
Picture?
The picture, the first Saints Row was a Grand Theft Auto knockoff, completely and utterly. I mean, that's all it was. It was Grand Theft Auto 3 point or point 0.5.
Yep.
Okay.
Saints Row 2, a little bit like that too.
Saints Row 2 was pretty much the same thing, except for it got a little goofy. A little goofy. They started doing their own thing in 2. But then 3, they just went like, GTA, Saints Row 1, 2, 3.
And then 4,
And then 4 was like, where the
I
fuck
like
is
how
it?
over the top and ridiculous.
Oh,
Like the announcement trailer for Saints Row 4 was amazing.
yes.
Just
Yes.
just a straight punch. Just
Yes. But there are game trailers that no matter what are always amazing. And that is the Dead Island game trailers. The games not
yes.
may not be the greatest games in the world. I like them actually, but I'll tell you what, Dead Island 1 game trailer.
Oh, the where it went backwards.
Yes.
Oh, that was
Oh
great.
yes.
The
And then
Riptide, where with the couple on the boat, that was great.
yes. And then have you seen Dead Island 2 Dead Island 2's game trailer yet?
With the guy running, and
Yes.
he has like the plastic muscles and
No,
like
he's
remember
turning
how
into
his
he's turning
bicep
into
fell out because he had plastic surgery to get implanted biceps.
no. He start ties the shoe, puts the iPod in, and he starts running. And as he's running, everybody's getting attacked by a
Yeah,
zombie.
yeah. And he turns into a zombie himself at the end.
And then at the end, somebody runs him over.
Yeah,
They
but
go
what I
out and
mean,
they take his shoes.
It took me a while to realize why his bicep fell out and turned white. It's because he had plastic surgery to get an implanted bicep, and when his skin started to rot off, that just fell out.
I have to rewatch this.
Yeah, you see his he has white, like pure white biceps once his skin starts to melt off.
I love these trailers. These are fantastic
Did
trailers.
you a game that had a good trailer was Xbox One exclusive, Sunset Road Overdrive.
Ah,
And it was kind of funny because it was like making fun of first other like Call of Duty, other first person shooters. But in
yeah.
the actual game, they drove that like they said that way too many times. It was funny the first time, but the 20th time you mentioned that you're playing a video game and it's not funny anymore.
So they beat it to death after that.
Yeah, I just wanted to be like, all right, you broke the fourth wall, now build it back and get back to the game.
There's only one character that can get away with breaking the fourth wall so much, and that's Deadpool.
Yes,
Because he is the only one who can actually get away with doing that a lot. See, this is just the genius trailer.
hmm
Because it starts out as like, what the hell am I watching? And then you realize he's bit by a zombie and he's going for a jog, and it's like, what?
yeah.
And then it cuts to the back and everybody's getting attacked by zombies.
Things that cinematics that I really like. Blizzard, their cinematic trailers, and so in Assassin's Creed, they're always epic.
They are. It's a shame Assassin's Creed Unity just took a dump.
Yeah,
That was
the,
horrible.
but Unity took a dump, but they announced the next Assassin's Creed.
Oh, what is it, Rogue or something?
No, Rogue was for they released two this year, Unity and Rogue.
Okay.
Rogue was for the PS3 and Xbox 360.
I just love how he's continued running, listening to the
Yeah,
music, and there's all sorts of chaos just breaking out behind him. He's like, I don't care. Helicopter going down, limo doing like donuts and crashing into things. Giant explosion. He's like, oof, gotta keep running.
yeah. One thing I didn't understand, why would they not release Rogue for PC? Why would they keep it to last gen consoles only? That's weird.
There's no telling. His hairpiece falls out. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying about the muscle dropping out.
Yeah,
That's funny. That is hilarious.
they had to. I was watching an interview for Dead Island 2. They had to pay. There's a guy who owns the Hollywood sign, and you have to pay him to use it.
Yeah, they paid him a lot to put it in the movie or the game. And what's funny is originally they weren't going to do it, but then the people who made it were like, no, 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 we have to have the rights to do this. We have to.
I don't. I mean, GTA just did Vinewood.
Yeah, but come on, think about it though. That's awesome. We're going to be
Yeah,
doing this in Hollywood.
and it seems like if any company like wasn't before Destiny, GTA was the most expensive game ever made.
Really, I kind of want to play Destiny again.
I'm addicted, but the story, it's not a good game, but I'm addicted.
No, I think it's fun with friends when it comes down to it.
I
But
mean, they kind of needed a story, character development,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
actual content. It would blew my mind that I realized like halfway through the beta, they copied and pasted the same zone. Like Earth is the same zone, copied and pasted all over the place, but the missions are just in different locations.
Huh?
It's a very small, like it's not open world at all.
No.
No, it's the size of Earth is probably like the size of the smallest, uh, probably the largest battlefield map.
Hmm.
The missions just take place in different zones,
That's insane.
and they just
Oh,
copied and pasted that 20 times throughout Earth.
that's horrible. Now, speaking of Dead Island, Dying Light is coming out soon,
Yeah.
and I am like stupid excited. And I've already, gotten to on the list to get a review copy and all that fun stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
yes. So as soon as I get my copy, I'm gonna be like Dying Light,
the one
and
thing,
that is, and
like,
I can't because it's like from what I've heard, I haven't watched any of the Rad Brad crap, and I think it's really annoying that he can post shit on YouTube. because I think he has a full game already. It's like, really, really, really.
I've seen the first hour of the game from.
And from what I've heard, it's like a more serious Dead Island
Mhm.
with free running and stuff.
Yep. The only thing that concerns me, there's a mechanic in the game. I don't know if I should say this. Well, you find out in the first 5 minutes of the game. Do you mind if
Okay,
I? You
go
you
ahead.
you
Spoiler
you,
alert.
you drop in to get supplies, I think, because you're part of the military. As soon as you drop in, some guys try to rob you. You kill them off by shooting them, then you attract the zombies. Then you immediately get bit. So now you're infected. But there's a drug that will it's not an antidote, but it'll just keep you from turning, and you have to continuously uh, inject yourself with it. I think you have like 24 hours.
Okay,
And that's the only mechanic that I don't like because it was the same thing in
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, and that was super annoying.
Yeah, but it also makes a sense of urgency for you to get things done and do things correctly.
Yeah,
So
and
that is a nice aspect that I think I'll actually enjoy a
I don't
lot
know.
of.
I'm gonna. It'll be fun. Looks awesome on PC.
Yeah. And let's see, Far Cry 4, by the way, is amazing.
Did you beat the game in 20 minutes?
Oh, absolutely. That was the first thing I did. I knocked out that 20-minute ending.
Did
I
you
was
get
like,
an achievement? Was there a Steam achievement for it?
well, it's on UPlay,
Oh,
so there was no achievement for it, unfortunately. Makes me sad. All
um,
right, let's move on to
Resident
something
Evil is
else.
coming out next week.
Yeah, oh, the remake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 and 2, I think.
that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'll actually play it or not, but
I think
it
it's
should
co-op
be
and it's like $20.
really.
I'm pretty sure. I know it's $20. I think it's co-op too.
I'll have to look into that then.
So what was the next topic?
American Sniper.
Yes,
So go ahead.
I thought it was a great movie. Um, Plot twist at the end because I didn't do any research. I thought, spoiler alert, right now, I thought he was still alive. Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, I thought I just spoiled it for you. I thought this dude was still alive.
No, it's a good thing because people haven't seen it, but you can actually just Google the guy and find out about his life. It's a movie. It's a movie about a guy named Chris Kyle, and he was like 30 something odd years old whenever he joined the
Navy
Navy,
SEAL, yeah,
and he became a SEAL. And it happened right around
9/11.
9/11, and he did several tours over in Afghanistan and Iraq. Did he? No, I think it was just Afghanistan. And
No, he was in Iraq because I
he
remember.
was okay in Iraq, and he was nicknamed the Legend, and he was deemed the most deadliest person over there in the U.S. military. Had something like 100. You know what? Let me look up the exact stats
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
watched
sitting
the
here
whole.
trying to remember this stuff, and I have this high-powered machine that can tell me this
I
information.
watched the whole thing about how some people didn't like the how different it was from the actual story, and then
Hmm.
his wife was just like, "Let it go." It was a good movie.
It was 160 confirmed kills. Now the difference between a probable kill and a confirmed kill is a confirmed kill is witnessed, whereas a probable kill is just his word. So 160 confirmed kills, 255 probable kills. Um,
So he killed probably 250 people.
he killed probably more than that. Now there's a guy named Carlos Hathcock, and he held the majority of the records in until Mr. Chris Kyle here with 93 confirmed kills, not counting any other kills, and he had something like what was I can't remember. He was a Marine Corps sniper. Uh, he Vietnam War career confirmed kills. Hathcock himself estimated that he had killed 300 or more enemies personnel during his time in Vietnam. So 93 confirmed, 300 that he killed, saying so.
Was that there's a I saw an interview with this dude from Vietnam, and he was just how in the movie Chris Kyle sort of struggled with him killing so many people.
Oh yeah,
This old dude, this dude that was in Vietnam loved it. Like He was like, they were crossing the river. I got like three or four of them fish faces before I had to go. I'm like, oh my god.
They understood what it was. I mean, a lot of those guys understood what it was back then.
Oh, I saw
In
a
19 Okay, hold on a minute. In 1967, Hathcock set the record for the longest sniper kill. He used a M2 50 cal Browning machine gun mounting a telescopic lens at a range of 250 yards, which is I'm sorry, 2,500 yards, which is 2,286 meters, killing a Vietcong guerrilla. The record was broken in 2002 by a sniper Canadian, Rob Furlong and Aaron Perry from the 3rd Battalion of Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry during war in Afghanistan. Hathcock was one of several individuals to utilize the M2 Browning machine gun in a sniper role.
Canadian.
Hey, man.
Did he apologize? Right? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh,
Pow! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow your head off, eh? Let's see what he used. Furlong's shot was taken in the Shai Koi Valley. I can't even pronounce it. Operation Anaconda in 2002. He used American ammo though.
yeah. That's why
That's why it worked.
the bullet guided itself there.
Oh, okay. The American ammo has a different powder mix. What the hell did he use? Oh, he used a position for a 50 caliber TAC 50 rifle loaded with Hornani Danny AMAX 750 grain very low drag bullets. And he fired at somebody carrying an RPK machine gun. First shot Hornady. There we go. AMAX 750 grain very low drag bullet. First shot missed. Second shot hit the knapsack on the target's back. The third struck the target's torso, killing him. The distance was measured 2,657 yards, or 2,430 meters. That's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, needless to say, the whole thing with American Sniper was he killed a shitload of people and was deemed very dangerous. And from what I understand from the movie, I haven't actually read the book or anything like that. When he got back, he just felt like he didn't save enough people, so he started helping out with the VA and everything. And him and one of his friends took another vet out shooting, and apparently he turned on, PTSD kicked in, and he turned and shot them.
Yep. Was
And
like, he was getting in the car. He was like, "You want to get something to eat?" And then the screen went black, and it was just like, Chris Kyle was killed. I'm like, whew. Everybody in the theater was like,
yeah, yep, it was really sad.
Yeah.
But Bradley Cooper did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
Very, very good job.
It was funny seeing Bradley Cooper go from, I forgot the raccoon's name in Guardians of the Galaxy. Go from that.
Yes.
He did a good job as that too.
He really did. He was awesome as Rocket.
And then he was, I think he was in American Hustle and Silver Linings Playbook.
And then, of course, the Hangovers.
Yep. And
Yep.
Wedding Crashers.
Yep. So,
I thought the movie was really well paced for 2 hours 10 minutes. I thought like I wasn't like time to wrap it up. I thought I was like captivated the entire time.
I agree with you. There were some parts I was kind of like, okay, but all right, okay, I can see why it's here.
The one part, the whole shootout with the butcher, where he finally killed the butcher, I thought that was kind of like kind of ridiculous a little bit.
2 hours 13 minutes.
I thought it was kind of a little ridiculous. The whole shootout, like with the butcher.
Was that the butcher or what? No, that was Mustafa.
No, not when they were literally the restaurant was across the street and they were like they got into the gunfight in the middle of the street, and then he blew up the butcher's car.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the last part with Mustafa.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Apparently, they
God.
left out Mustafa was only in his third tour and not all three of them. Not all four. He was only in the fourth tour and not all of them. Like in the
Oh,
book, they sort of landed Mustafa as his like main villain, as like
mm-hmm.
the main bad guy.
Yeah.
It was I think it was just the last tour that he showed up,
Huh.
and he's actually from Iraq and not Syria.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's a great movie. I think everybody should see it. Clint Eastwood,
Yeah,
he
dude.
made some real bad movies recently, but he came back with this one. I need another Clint Eastwood western.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find something on him.
Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the guy who got like the bullet grazed his face.
Mm-hmm.
That was ridiculous that when he died. That was a plot twist too. Jesus.
I don't know.
Like I was like
Man,
he
I'll
died.
be damned if Bradley Cooper did not do a really good job.
Yeah, he did. And he looks just like Chris
He
Kyle too.
really does. That's kind of scary. Jabba.
Thought everybody did it in that movie. Like his wife was a good actress.
Yeah, they found some really, really good.
Hmm. It's nominated for Best Actor for an Oscar.
That's that's awesome.
So is Steve Carell.
That's terrifying.
Um,
Okay,
oh,
good.
speaking of Oscars, this was the most ridiculous Oscar I've ever seen. Robert Downey Jr. was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Tropic Thunder, where he played the black man.
You know
He
something?
did blackface and got
No.
a
Mm,
nomination.
because I don't care who you are. That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he did a really when
He was freaking amazing in that
yes.
movie. I'm a dude playing a dude who's playing another dude.
That
And
was
and just it's and you couldn't even tell it was a white dude.
I didn't I tell people that when people find out now that that was Robert Downey Jr., they're like, "What?"
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I was like, who the fuck is that? Why does he look so familiar? And somebody holds up a picture of Robert Downey Jr. I'm like,
I have a movie topic real quick. I
okay.
think it's kind of sad. It's kind of funny though that Nick Cannon was on a bunch of radio shows saying that he was going to be Richard Pryor, and then he ended up not getting the part and just completely made a fool of himself.
What?
Yeah.
They're making a Richard Pryor movie?
Yep.
Oh, this could be bad.
Well, I mean, Oprah's involved because she got to
Oh,
be
that's
involved
gonna
in
be even
everything.
worse.
She just got to be involved in everything.
If anybody's gonna make a Richard Pryor movie, it needs to be Mel Brooks.
They also both Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock said neither of them were asked to be Richard Pryor.
Then who the hell is gonna play Richard Pryor?
They have they casted him.
Well, it's like the Jimi Hendrix movie that they're working on. You know who's playing Jimmy?
No, who?
Andre 2000 from Big Boy, Andre 2000. I can't remember the name of their group.
Mike Epps.
Oh, what? That's a piss poor choice.
Who's playing Jimi Hendrix?
Andre 2000. The hell is the name of their band? Oh, Andre 3000. Excuse me. Holy crap. Why did I say 2000? I feel like an idiot now. 3000.
Um,
Outcast. That might actually be before your time, bro.
I think it is,
You know,
but this
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
I think this dude. I've never seen him act.
You ever seen Four Brothers?
Nope.
Okay, so if you get a chance to watch a movie called Four Brothers, and it's got Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese Gibson, him, and another like actor that is not really important.
Oh, they have pictures of him as Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, no, he looks legit too.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, that I could believe, but Mike Epps?
I think Eddie Murphy could do it. Maybe get Bill Cosby in there.
No, I don't see it. I don't
I
see
don't
it
see
at
it
all.
either. Maybe some real good makeup. Oh, but Oprah is producing it, and she's gonna play his grandmother.
Oprah don't need to produce that. That needs to be made by Mel Brooks.
She's a good actress.
She
Hmm.
is a great actress. She's been pulling the wool over people's eyes for the last 40 years, man. Why do you think she's the richest person in the world?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Let's talk about this robot.
yeah, the robot, straight up.
If I had $1 million, I would be buying something from Amazon right now.
There's a functional $1 million mech robot for sale on Amazon. Bloomberg Businessweek journalist Brad Stone billed Amazon as the everything store in his 2013 book about the company. Now, here's irrefutable proof. If you have 1,020,000, what is that?
1,000.
Yeah, 1,020,000 handy, you can currently buy a rideable mech robot through Amazon Japan.
This is
I want one.
I do too. Did you see the robots, the butler robots that are in hotels?
No, I have not seen butler robots.
So if you call say you're in a room and you call down to the front desk asking for towels or toothpaste
Hmm.
or like a toothbrush, they
Yeah,
will put it on a robot that has like on wheels, and it will carry it to your door and deliver it.
that is fantastic. Why have we not? Um, you know what? I don't care. I want this robot. It looks kind of like what does that
Yeah.
look like? It looks kind of like a Pat Labor. Let's see, Pat Labor. No, not a Pat Labor. What mech does that look like? I'm trying to remember.
Hmm.
I don't know, but that's straight up out of an anime. I'll promise you that.
This I saw this on Reddit the other day of robotics, and I thought this was really cool.
Let's see. Oh, the hand?
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. I know they're trying to work on how to like connect mechanical stuff to our nervous system to actually make robotic hands for people.
Um, what was I gonna say? Robots. We already talked about the bellhop. Japan, because it mentioned it was on Japan. I saw an article that if that Japan wants to the next World Cup, or it was either next World Cup or the last World Cup that they didn't get, they were going to around the world have holograms playing the games in stadiums around the world.
So that would be amazing.
Yeah, so if the World Cup's in Japan, you're into soccer, you could go to your local stadium and watch the game.
That
Literally.
would that would be fantastic. Are you kidding me?
Have you seen the Jimi Hendrix, Tupac, and Michael Jackson? Not Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson holograms.
No, I haven't.
Oh, the two people actually thought he was like alive. Here's a YouTube video. You can kind of see you kind of see where it like falls apart when it's like his legs will slide across the stage out touching.
That is still pretty amazing. Dr. Dre, Tupac, Snoop. Hologram has been hologram Tupac has been shot. One of the pictures of it says hologram Tupac has been shot. Oh, the memes.
Yeah, but I
That is
couldn't think if you wanted to see him sort of on stage
all right.
doing
Let's
his
check
thing.
this out.
It's pretty cool. Like it's really cool. He looks like a giant man. Like this is a
Doc-
giant hologram.
Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, Kendrick Lamar, Tony, Yo.
Like he looks like he's 8 foot tall in this video.
He really does. But seriously, legit looking though.
Yeah. I was just waiting for Snoop Dogg to come out and like what's it call it? Tupac to slide right through him. So yeah,
Yeah, he does.
robots,
He
holograms.
does slide a little bit.
Yeah, robots, holograms, cool stuff. Abandoned
That's
mall.
yeah. These are some really cool things that I find because, like, abandoned. We've had malls and stuff like that that have been popping up all over, like, um, and they've been built. They're used for decades, and then they're abandoned.
Uh, Atlantic City in New Jersey
Hmm.
um, has a lot of like it's falling apart. Like there's just abandoned hotels everywhere. Like Trump Towers
Yeah.
is one of the hotels completely abandoned. I'm just like there has to be thousands of homeless people in that building right now.
Oh, absolutely. But what's really cool about this is like these people go in there and they're like urban splunkers, basically, and they go into these abandoned malls and stuff like that, and they take the pictures of what it looks like now. There's a picture of a movie theater that
Yeah, I
the
saw that
ceiling
one.
is caving. That is just creepy. This looks like an old like J.C. Penney's or like a clothing store or something, jewelry store. There are a bunch of there's a random bear.
Yeah, like that's creepy.
That is creepy. Imagine walking up on that like what?
Like the fountain that looks like it still has water in it and filled with something.
Yeah, what is that?
There's no way
Well,
there's water in that because that's clean. That looks clean.
there might be water in it. You
Hmm.
never know. But it's like we have all these abandoned buildings. Why don't we just tear them down and do something else with them?
Probably I don't know. I maybe someone still owns it. Is just like holding it, holding on to the land, not doing anything with it.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane to me. All
Hmm.
right. So, any closing thoughts?
Um, no.
No.
H1Z1. Uh, hopefully I hope it gets better. Hope it probably will because Sony can make a video game.
Yeah, we're aware of that one.
Evolve, I guess, or wait till it's out to see if it's any good. Probably still won't get it because probably playing Dying Light, and I don't want to spend another $60.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
I
Um,
kind of agree with you on that one.
I want that robot.
I do absolutely want that robot.
I wouldn't. I would ride it around. Like, time to go to McDonald's, buddy. Let's go. Sit on the back.
Yay!
Um, the mall. I don't understand why it's abandoned. Why it has not been taken down yet? Or I saw on the FPS Russia tweeted that he wants to buy an abandoned mall. So I guess he could buy this and then turn it into a giant paintball course.
That would be fantastic. I would love to do that.
Like, yeah, you could do 100 like this size mall, 150 on 150.
But that would be a blast.
Yeah.
So,
So
all
he's
right,
gonna. Yep.
go ahead, finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say he's gonna spend all that YouTube money to buy a mall and open a paintball course.
That would be cool. All right, everybody. Thank you guys. Ooh, sorry. For coming out and watching and just hanging out and listening to why we rambled about a lot of stuff. If you guys want to be on the show, please send me an email, zordbasecommander@gmail.com, and be available around 5 o'clock Eastern on Sunday evening. So, everybody, thanks for coming out.
See ya.
Jordan, say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It was fun.